Are there days when just getting up from your chair feels harder than it used to? Or when your legs don't feel as steady anymore, like they're slowly losing strength? That's not laziness, and it's not just age. It's a sign your muscles are calling for help. And here's the most concerning part. Muscle loss after 60 can happen silently until the day you slip, fall, or can't make it to the car on your own. But here's what most people don't know. There's a simple, natural way to fight back. Some teas, yes teas, can actually help rebuild muscle, bring energy back to your legs, and even improve your balance. And we're not talking about trendy gimmicks here. The ingredients we'll show you today are being studied by institutions like Harvard, Tufts University, and the Mayo Clinic, and many of them can be found easily at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or even your local grocery store. In today's video, you'll discover the 5 most powerful teas to rebuild your muscles and help you walk strong again. Tea number 1 might seem basic, but there's a preparation secret that turns it into a true natural tonic for anyone losing lower body strength. Before we dive in, drop a comment below and let us know what city or state are you watching from, and don't forget to subscribe to Age with Strength, where you'll learn practical, natural, and smart ways to live healthier, stronger, and more independently after 60. Why do seniors lose muscle so quickly? After the age of 60, the body enters a natural process called sarcopenia. It sounds complicated, but it simply means a progressive loss of muscle mass and strength. What most people don't realize is how fast this can happen. According to the Mayo Clinic, people can lose 3% to 8% of their muscle mass per decade after turning 60, and that number gets even higher if you live a more sedentary lifestyle, which is common for many after retirement. But why does this happen? Hormonal changes over time. Your body produces less testosterone and growth hormone to key allies in maintaining muscle mass. Without them, your muscles slowly start to deflate. It's like a wall that no longer gets maintained. First, the corners crack, then bricks start falling, and one day, it collapses. Lack of physical stimulation. A lot of people think a short walk is enough. But the truth is that muscles need constant stimulation to stay strong. Without use, they atrophy like a rope that keeps thinning until it snaps. A diet low in muscle-supporting nutrients, it's not enough to just eat well. Muscles need quality protein, antioxidants, minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, and bioactive compounds that support cell repair and circulation. That's where the right teas come in, rich in exactly the substances your body needs, but rarely gets from a modern diet. Silent inflammation research from Tufts University shows that chronic inflammation caused by poor diet, stress, or medications blocks muscle recovery and speeds up weakness. The good news? Certain teas contain natural anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce this internal burden. Poor circulation in the legs. When blood doesn't efficiently reach your muscles, especially in your legs, they don't get the oxygen or nutrients they need. The result: weakness, cramps, and a greater risk of falling. All of this might sound alarming, but now that you understand what's weakening your muscles, it's time to meet the natural allies that can help rebuild them. And the first tea on our list has a long-standing reputation among native cultures. And today, it's even being studied by modern science. How the right teas help rebuild your muscles. It might sound surprising, but certain natural herbs can actually trigger processes in your body that help repair damaged muscle fibers, improve circulation, and even boost cellular energy production. Science has already identified several phytonutrients, bioactive compounds found in plants that directly support muscle recovery, inflammation control, and metabolism improvement. But let's simplify it. Imagine your muscles as an old house with cracks and parts falling apart. Each tea on today's list works like a natural builder. One helps clear out the debris, inflammation. Another brings in the bricks, protein, and calcium. A third, one improves delivery, boosting blood flow, and the most powerful of them all, it turns on the construction lights, stimulating energy and cellular repair. The best part? All of this happens without side effects, without high costs, and with ingredients you can safely prepare at home, regularly. And maybe you're wondering, can tea alone really do all that? Tea by itself isn't a miracle, but it opens the door for your body to respond better to any stimulus like a walk, light physical activity, or a more nutritious diet. It prepares the ground so your muscles can start rebuilding. Now we're ready. Let's reveal the 5 most recommended teas for those who want to regain strength, balance, and walk with confidence again. Tea number 1 might be the simplest, but it's one of the most forgotten by Americans. And when prepared the right way, it has a surprising effect. Point 5. Horsetail, the tea that strengthens your bones and prevents silent falls. Imagine your muscles and bones as the foundation of a house. When that structure starts cracking underneath, you don't notice right away, but one day, the entire house loses its balance. It's the same with your body, and that's why horsetail, a simple, often overlooked plant in the modern world, has been used for centuries as a natural way to reinforce the body's structure. But what exactly does it do? Horsetail is one of the richest natural sources of organic silica, a mineral that's essential for strengthening bones, increasing tendon elasticity, supporting muscle fiber regeneration, boosting natural collagen production according to studies. From the University of Maryland Medical Center, silica plays a key role in preventing osteopenia and sarcopenia, 2 conditions that directly impact your ability to walk confidently and avoid falls after age 60. But there's more. Horsetail is also a mild diuretic, helping reduce fluid retention in the legs and feet, easing joint inflammation, and improving peripheral circulation. In a field study with seniors in the Cusco region of Peru, researchers found many locals still walking steep hills well into their 80s. When asked about their habits, many mentioned daily horsetail infusions made from herbs gathered nearby. Traditional wisdom lined up with clinical tests: strong bones, good posture, and solid mobility. How to prepare and use horsetail tea correctly. Boil 1 tablespoon of dried horsetail or 1 tea bag in 250 milliliters of water. Let it simmer for 10 to 12 minutes with the pot covered. Strain. Let it cool slightly and drink warm, preferably after lunch. Drink once a day for up to 3 weeks in a row. After that, take a 7-day break before starting again. This helps prevent kidney overload. Important: avoid prolonged use without medical supervision if you have kidney problems, low blood pressure, or are taking strong diuretics. Results you may notice with regular use: less swelling and lighter legs, more energy for long walks, reduced pain after climbing stairs, less of that off balance feeling, a greater sense of stability in ankles and knees. For ginger and turmeric, the natural anti-inflammatory that restores muscle energy. Imagine waking up in the morning with stiff legs, heavy knees, that feeling like you're rusted on the inside. There's a name for that: chronic silent inflammation, and it can be your biggest enemy when it comes to muscle strength after 60. But there's a natural duo that works like a lubricating oil for your body: ginger and turmeric. And when combined in a hot, well-prepared tea, they create a powerful potion against pain, stiffness, and muscle fatigue. Studies from Harvard Medical School and Johns Hopkins University show that both ginger and turmeric reduce inflammatory markers in the blood, improve peripheral circulation, act directly on joints and damaged muscle fibers, increase insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for muscles to absorb the right nutrients. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds found in nature. Ginger, on the other hand, activates the digestive system, boosts circulation, and has a thermogenic effect, meaning it helps your body stay more active and responsive. Why does this matter for people over 60? When inflammation takes over your muscles and joints, your body enters a constant state of alert, where it prioritizes defense and puts muscle repair on the back burner. It's like trying to renovate a house during a storm. You may have all the materials, but the weather won't let the work happen. This tea calms that internal storm. It creates the perfect environment for your body to go back to repairing tissue, absorbing protein, and rebuilding strength from the inside out. How to prepare the tea correctly. Ingredients: 1 piece of fresh ginger, about 1 to 1.5 inches, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, or 1 tablespoon of freshly grated turmeric. 2 cups of water, optional. 1 teaspoon of pure honey, if you're not diabetic, and a pinch of black pepper. To activate the curcumin preparation, boil the water with the ginger for 10 minutes, add the turmeric and simmer for 5 more minutes. Turn off the heat. Cover and let it sit for 3 minutes. Strain and drink warm to 1 cup in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Best time to drink it after breakfast and or mid-afternoon, especially after a light walk or moderate exercise. This enhances its anti-inflammatory effect and speeds up muscle Recovery. If you are taking blood thinners without medical supervision, have severe ulcers, or gastritis, are about to undergo surgery, it may increase bleeding risk what you might feel after 2 to 4 weeks of use. Less pain when getting up, reduce stiffness in legs and hands, more energy after light physical activities. Chronic muscle pain, improved digestion, and reduced heaviness in the body. 3. Green tea, the natural stimulant that wakes up your muscles and your mind. Have you ever felt tired even after a full night's sleep? Or started walking and noticed your legs felt disconnected, like your brain was slow to send the signal? This mind-muscle connection is essential for balance, preventing falls, and maintaining strength in your daily movements. And that's where the powerful and often misunderstood green tea comes in. How green tea supports both your brain and muscles. Green tea is rich in L-theanine and catechins, especially EGCG, epigallocatechin, galatate compounds that act directly on your nervous system and muscle metabolism. It's like this tea works as a power cable between your brain and your body. It wakes up your neurons and activates your muscle fibers at the same time. Key benefits for older adults: boosts physical energy without straining the heart. Neuromuscular connection, essential for balance and coordination. Stimulates fat burning and helps preserve lean muscle masseterices. Inflammation affecting joints and muscle tissue. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who drank green tea daily for 3 months improved their mobility, increased grip strength, important for balance, reduced joint pain reported, greater mental clarity, and less fatigue during simple activities like walking or climbing. Stairs. Most common mistake: many people brew green tea in water that's too hot or steep it for too long. This makes the tea bitter, acidic, and irritating to the stomach. Ideal way to prepare it: heat water to around 80 degrees Celsius, about 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Turn off the heat just before it starts boiling. Add 1 teaspoon of loose leaves or 1 high-quality tea bag. Steep for only 2 to 3 minutes. Strain and drink warm. Best times to drink: late morning between breakfast and lunch, early afternoon after a light lunch. Avoid at night, it may disrupt sleep. Who should be cautious with green tea? With gastritis in this case, drink it with food. What you might feel after 2 weeks of daily use: more energy to get up and move less. Muscle sluggishness in the morning, reduced mental fatigue after effort, improved balance and walking, focus, and mental clarity throughout the day. 2. Maca root, the tea that reignites hormonal strength and muscle vital. You've probably heard someone say, after 60, energy fades, motivation disappears, and your body loses strength for no reason. But the truth is, there is a reason, and it has a name: natural hormonal decline. It affects both men and women, starting in their 50s, reducing the production of testosterone, DHEA, and other hormones essential for maintaining muscle mass, physical drive, and post-exercise recovery. And this is exactly where maca root comes in as a powerful ally. Cultivated for over 2,000 years in the Peruvian Andes, maca was used by warriors before battle, by elders to maintain vitality, and even as a form of currency. It was known as the root of strength, and for good reason. Today, science confirms maca naturally stimulates hormone production, balances metabolism, and helps preserve active muscle mass even as we age. Studies from the National Institutes of Health (NIH) show that maca naturally increases testosterone and estrogen levels in an adaptive way, improves nutrient absorption in muscles, boosts mitochondrial energy. In other words, it helps your body's energy factories run more efficiently, reduces mental and physical fatigue in seniors, improves mood and motivation, essential for getting back into walking, exercising, or even doing small tasks around the house. Many people associate maca only with libido enhancement. Yes, that's one of its effects. But the real power of maca lies in its impact on overall vitality, supporting muscle tone, physical endurance, and tissue regeneration. Over 60 vet means walking with more stability, climbing stairs with less effort, gaining balance and confidence, regaining strength without expensive synthetic supplements. How to safely prepare maca tea. Important: maca is most commonly found in powder form, but it can also be brewed as a direct infusion. Method 1. Simple infusion with powder. 1 teaspoon of Peruvian maca powder, yellow or red. They're milder. Dissolve in 1 cup of hot, not boiling water. Stir well. Wait 3 minutes. And drink optional, add cinnamon or nutmeg to enhance flavor. An effects method to cooked tea using sliced root: boil 1 tablespoon of sliced maca root in 2 cups of water for 20 minutes, strain, and drink warm. Once a day. Best time to drink: in the morning, with breakfast, or 30 minutes before light activity. This ensures better energy and efficient nutrient absorption. Who should be cautious? People with serious thyroid conditions. Talk to your doctor. Those undergoing hormone replacement therapy. To avoid interactions, avoid drinking at night. It may cause mild restlessness in sensitive individuals. What you may notice after 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use: more energy upon waking, less heaviness in the legs, increased motivation to move, slight muscle tone improvement. Even with light activity, better stability when walking, climbing stairs, or carrying bags. 1. Rosemary with cinnamon, the tea that wakes up the body, calms the mind, and restores walking balance. Picture your body as a road through which energy, oxygen, and strength travel. But over time, that road becomes blocked by invisible obstacles: poor circulation, mild mental fog, muscles that just don't respond well. When that happens, walking, standing up, or staying balanced stops being automatic and starts requiring effort and concentration. And that's exactly where the most complete tea on our list comes in. Rosemary with cinnamon is so powerful for people over 60. Rosemary is rich in carnosic acid and essential oils that stimulate blood flow to the brain and extremities. In other words, it improves oxygen delivery to both your mind and legs at the same time. Cinnamon, especially Ceylon cinnamon, which is gentler and safer, helps regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity, allowing muscles to absorb nutrients and energy more efficiently. A study from the University of Northumbria in the UK found that just the scent of rosemary improved memory and reaction time in seniors. Now imagine what happens when it's consumed as tea with boosted circulation and a more alert nervous system. Together, rosemary and cinnamon help improve mental clarity and reflexes, reduce dizziness and feelings of disorientation, increase walking stability, rebalance muscles and joints, as if your body remembers how to move again. Think of this tea as an internal heater. It switches on your mental circuits, warms up your muscles, and sends energy flowing through your legs, arms, and brain. It's perfect to drink first thing in the morning, when you're still feeling stiff or slightly foggy. How to prepare this tea correctly? Ingredients: 1 fresh rosemary sprig, or 1 tablespoon of dried rosemary, 1 cinnamon stick, or 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder. 2 cups of water preparation. Boil the water with the cinnamon for 5 minutes. Add the rosemary and simmer for another 5 to 7 minutes. Cover. Let it sit for 3 minutes. Strain and drink warm. Tip: add a thin slice of lemon or a drizzle of honey if you have no dietary restrictions. Best time to drink in the morning, right after waking up, or in the late afternoon before a warm, relaxing shower. Ideally, drink this tea before light activity like stretching, gardening, or a grocery store walk. It helps your body adapt better to movement. Expected effects after 1 to 3 weeks of regular use: more energy right after waking up, less dizziness or imbalance, better focus while walking outdoors, legs that feel lighter and more responsively, body and mind that feel more in sync with fewer delays in movement. How to use these teas daily for real and safe results. Now that you've learned about the 5 most powerful teas to rebuild muscle strength and walk with confidence. Again, the big question is, okay, but how do I actually make this part of my routine without overdoing it? The answer is simple: consistency, moderation, and intention. There's no benefit in drinking all the teas in one day, randomly. The secret is creating a small, natural strengthening ritual with the right doses at the right times. 1. Choose 2 teas per day, no more than that. After 60, your body naturally undergoes metabolic and digestive changes. That's why it's important not to overload your liver, kidneys, or stomach with too many herbs. The safest and most effective approach: 1 tea in the morning, 1 tea in the afternoon. Example combo: circulation and boost focus right after waking. Afternoon. Ginger with turmeric gives to ease inflammation and support muscle recovery the next day. You can switch it up with morning. Green tea gives to wake up your mind and metabolism. Afternoon. Horsetail gives to support bones, circulation, and reduce fluid retention. Maca root can be used 3 to 4 times a week, always in the morning, as a natural boost for energy and hormonal support. To create a tea week with a smart rotation. 3. Pair your tea with light daily movement. The biggest mistake is drinking the tea and going straight back to the couch. The second biggest mistake is trying heavy workouts without preparation. The best way to activate the effects of these teas is with gentle, consistent movement, like walking for 10 to 20 minutes around the block or through the grocery store, doing 5 to 10 minutes of simple stretches in the morning, slowly going up and down 5 steps, holding the railing like gardening or mild housework, folding clothes, putting away dishes. Movement plus tea equals muscle activation plus circulation. And doing this every day turns weak legs into strong legs. Again. 4. Important if you take medication. Talk to your doctor if you're on medication for blood pressure, diabetes, blood thinners, thyroid, or diuretics. Talk to your doctor or a trusted pharmacist before starting any herbal tea routine. Take this list with you and ask, could any of these teas interfere with my meds? In most cases, with moderation and guidance, you're fine. But every body is different. When your legs start to fail, a lot of people think it's the beginning of the end. But that's not true. Losing muscle strength after 60 isn't a sign your body is giving up on you. It's a signal, a quiet request for you to take better care of it with more intention. More attention, more kindness. It's never too late to start and never too early to care. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. You just need 2 cups a day, a bit of movement, and the willingness to begin again. The right tea at the right time might be all it takes for your legs to stop trembling on the stairs. It could be the difference between needing help and walking to the garden on your own, between the fear of falling and the confidence to step outside with your head held high. The path is here, and it starts with a simple habit. When you wake up tomorrow, choose 1 tea from today's list. While it brews, do a gentle stretch. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, today I begin rebuilding what time has taken. But I'm still here, alive, able, strong. Now tell me, which of these teas are you going to try first? And what motivated you to seek more strength in your legs? Was it a fall, a tough walk? Share your story below. Your words might inspire someone who's on the edge of giving up and give them a new beginning too. And if this video helped you in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the Age with Strength channel. Here you'll find strength even when it feels like it's gone. Every video here is made to remind you, you still can. Your body still responds.